They built a whole system on you not knowing your worth. Today that changes. Stop asking, start doing. Take the leap, make the move, build the life. I'm Gabrielle Elisabeth, and this is the Audacity. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Audacity. I am Gabrielle Elisabeth. I am your host, and you guys, I am so happy to be back, finally dropping another episode. It has been several weeks since I've actually been recording for the podcast, and I just want to take a moment to apologize from my heart. That is not the precedent that I would like to set moving forward. Truthfully, I was experiencing a little bit of burnout, and life got in the way. You know, my goals for this podcast is to one day monetize it and be able to make this potentially a full-time gig for me, because I love coming on here and sharing my thoughts, my tips, and just building this community. But right now that is just not the case. And so sometimes work and life things get in the way. But I do feel like I owe you a little bit of an explanation. Nothing crazy in terms of like terrible things has happened in my life, thank God. But I have been having to work a little bit more at my survival job. So I've been working lots and lots of hours. I've been traveling a lot for friends' weddings and life events. And I also have started my marathon training for the Chicago Marathon that I will be running October 11th. So I'm very excited about that. But just finding time to accomplish all of the different goals that I have in my life has honestly been a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. And what I'm going to be doing moving forward is making sure that I pencil in my planning time and my prep time, and really like honoring that time, as opposed to just treating this like a hobby, because I don't see it that way. I'm committed to this podcast. I'm committed to this community that I'm building, and I never want you guys to like wonder where I am or feel like I've abandoned you, because that's never the case. You are always at the front of my mind because I care so much about what I'm doing with this podcast and the barriers that we're breaking down and the mindsets that we're shifting. I think that it is just so important, and I don't want to lose that momentum. So you have my word from here on out. I'm going to be doing things differently. I'm going to be batching content so that even if there is a week where I can't show up, I definitely still have information and insight and material for you guys. Um, but yeah, I figured I'd take a moment to talk a little bit about burnout and how, like, sometimes I feel like we see burnout as only negative things, because in this case, for me, it was all positive. A lot of great things have happened. I've gotten to see so many close friends and family, and gotten to do so many cool things in conjunction with my survival job, which can be a little bit taxing at times, but I do still love it. I do get to show up with my best friends a few times a week, and that's awesome. And I get to share my gift with people. But, you know, sometimes burnout looks like that as well. It's an abundance of positive things. And it's like, how do we balance that? I talked about one way that I'm going to be doing that, which is making sure that I'm prioritizing it on my calendar, making sure that I'm filming things ahead of time so that I'm never playing catch up. This is going to be episode 7, and they say that most podcasters don't make it to episode 10. So I am so committed to that goal. That's my first goal. And then my next goal is going to be maybe 25, and then 50, and then 100, et cetera, et cetera. But I just really want to get clear on um, preparing for those moments where we don't feel quite motivated, we don't feel encouraged to do the thing that we said we were going to do. And I personally believe that keeping promises to ourselves are far more important than keeping promises to other people. Because if you can't keep a promise to yourself, why would anyone ever believe that you would show up for them? you know? And I find that when I do keep promises to myself, it allows me to show up as a full person and as a better person for the people in my community. So those are two things: keeping promises to ourselves, planning ahead of time, not procrastinating, like just get it done. I feel like there were so many moments where I wasn't recording where I was like, oh, what am I going to talk about? Oh, what do people even want to hear from me? Oh, how do I even make this about Audacity? Because that's the theme of my show. But I feel like I'm just talking about so many different things. But that's the point. Like I named this podcast The Audacity because I want to talk about a multitude of things. I don't want to just focus on business owners or theater or finances. It's all of these things. It's the audacity to talk about all of these different topics and and find a way to break down barriers within each of them because we are all multifaceted people, and to think that we're always going to just be in one lane and only have to focus on having audacity in that one place is just not realistic. So, yeah, I think that the biggest takeaway from this episode is going to be finding a moment or finding something in your life that you have not been prioritizing, or someone that you have not been prioritizing that's important to you, and putting that on your calendar, make it, whether that's an hour block or a 2 hour block, whatever it is that you need each week so that you can execute those goals. So take a moment, think about what that could be. And if you want to tell me what you decided on, you can tell me in the comment box below. You can shoot me an email. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram or TikTok. That's where I'm most active. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can send me a message here as well. But I think that a lot of times, people talk about the group chat. It's like things don't make it out of the group chat. In this case, the group chat is all of the negative talk and all of that in my mind, and how we can get so caught up in the preparation of something that we don't end up executing it, and we let that burnout really take us over. We don't have proper systems in place to keep pushing us forward when we're not able to show up as our full selves. And I don't want you to think that you always have to be go, 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 go. That's not realistic. We all need the audacity to rest. That's important as well. But we don't want to lose our momentum in the midst of that. So I apologize once again for not being able to keep my promise to you guys that I would drop a new episode every Wednesday. But, have the audacity to start over. I'm starting over again. I'm creating a new pledge to you that I will drop a new episode every Wednesday from here on out. And I'm going to have better systems in place to achieve that, because this podcast, this community means so much to me. So I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just wanted to show my face again, let you guys know that I missed you, that I'm excited for future episodes to come. I have a lot of people on my roster that have said yes to interviews. So I'm going to be doing a lot of interviewing in the next coming weeks, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to see the guests that I have coming onto this podcast. You are not going to want to miss it. We're going to be talking all things theater, creativity, business, entrepreneurship, mindset. It's just, I have incredible people in my life. So stay tuned for that. I will see you next Wednesday. And remember, permission is not required. I love you guys.